Hello, seniors and everyone else. This is Ben from Fitness Beyond 50, and today this segment is on stretching, and we're going to get right to it. First thing we're going to do is warm up. So let's stand with our feet shoulder width apart, and let's do some circles. Doing some arm circles, reverse, and let's go back to the other side, warming up. Make sure you consult a physician before starting any type of exercise program. We're going to warm her up. Let's reverse it again. Reversing it. Always do your warm up before starting your exercise. So warm up and you cool down. But today we're going to be working on our stretches. Let's reverse it again. We're going to be working on our stretches because why does this help us? It helps with our flexibility, helps with our range of motion, helps with the synovial fluid that's inside of our joints, our bursa sacs, to keep them sending that oil, for lack of a better word, through the body. All right, so we're going to work on our first stretch we're going to do. We're going to be stretching out the shoulders. Ladies and gentlemen, right arm out in front. Place the left hand behind the right elbow, and let's pull straight across. The stretching that we're going to be doing is called static stretching. We hold the stretch for 15 seconds, no longer than 1 minute. And don't forget, I do my videos raw so you see it like it is. We don't clean it up, brush it up. It is what it is because we're real people. And relax. Don't forget also with the stretching and flexibility helps us to relax, because so many times you're impatient. When we were in high school, remember, our stretches lasted about 2 or 3 seconds and we were done. We didn't realize until further in life that you needed to stretch for a longer period of time. I do recommend that you do your stretches at least a minimum of 3 times per week or 5 times per week, 15, 20 to 45 minutes. Now we're going to do another stretch for our shoulders. Clasp the hands together in this manner, please. And we're going to be reaching toward the heavens or the stars. Do not hyperextend, and what I mean by that, we don't want to press so far back because that can cause us to have a problem. So we just want to stretch here. And we're going to do a relaxation movement with this. So when we release our hands, let's breathe out slowly, taking our time as we're bringing our hands down. No hurry. Oh, and right about there you feel some wonderful, wonderful relaxation. And we're going to go right back up again, just reaching toward the heavens. Reach back. Feel that stretch, the relaxation. No hurry, no place to be, no cell phones. Stretching, improving our lifestyle, increasing our range of motion. And down, ladies and gentlemen, taking it down slowly. Think relaxation. Think health improvement. Remember, you're making an investment in your health so that you can have a better quality of life. Next stretch we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and stretch out the forearm, left arm straight out in front. Bend at the wrist. Right hand on those 4 fingers there, and let's pull straight back. Stretching out the forearm and the wrist. You can also reverse that or flip it straight up and stretch. This way, we get the top and the bottom of the forearm. And let's switch to the other side. We're going to start and reverse it. Now, please note, I am shortening a lot of these stretches due to time constraints so that you're able to see the exercise. But remember, 15 seconds minimum up to 1 minute. If you feel any pain, discontinue that stretch. And relax. Now we're going to do something to work to stretch the lower lumbar region. And how do you get to that from the standing position? This is called the prayer pose. Now this will take a little bit of practice. And the reason we call it the prayer pose, and this is part of yoga, is we bring the hands together in a prayer position. As you exhale, bring your hands to center line. Then what we're going to do, we're going to rotate at the waist to the opposite direction. pointing the elbow to the ground. You'll be able to feel that stretch right back here. That is a stretch that many times we tend to have problems with. Exhale, coming back to center. Coming back to center, and then we're going to switch to the other side, doing our prayer pose. And down to center. Exhale, down. That's it. Breathing out. Exhale up. Coming back to center. All right. Are we having fun yet? Okay. Now we're going to do some seated stretches. And let's go to the mat. Good. From the seated position, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to stretch out our groin. And we're going to do that in a butterfly position, bringing your soles of your feet together, please. If you're real flexible, bring them in as close as you can. Take your elbows, place them on the inside of your thigh, and gently press down. As you press down, exhale. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth slowly. Inhale. Exhale. Relax. Now we're going to transition into a hamstring stretch. So we just bring the legs out in front of you. Both hands, if you will, slide them down your leg. Point your toes towards you. And lean forward. Each time you exhale, try to reach a little further down. Exhale, come back to your resting position. How are we doing? Are we doing good? Take your time. Gotta love this. All right, now we're going to transition to a thigh or quadricep stretch. That's going to require us to turn to the side. What we're going to do is the top leg, if you will. You're going to bend the top leg. Take your left hand, place it on your ankle. Now, if you don't have good flexibility, you can actually just grab your patent leg and utilize that. But anyway, as we lay flat, we're going to pull that top leg back. Oh my goodness. It's been forever since I've done this one, I'm here to tell you. So this is stretching out your quadricep or your thigh muscle. Don't forget to breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, relax. And let's transition to the other side. Taking your time, no hurry. Right leg bent, hand on the ankle or on the pant leg, whichever works best for you. In, pulling back gently. And for me, this one always hurts, okay? Inhale, exhale. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. There we go, last one. Inhale, exhale. Good, and transitioning. Transitioning now, what we're going to do is we're going to lay flat on our back, palms facing the ceiling. And we're going to transition to an exercise that we're going to be stretching out the hips. What I need for you to do is bend at the knees, both together, hands stretched out to the side. Very gently pivot your waist and legs to the left. You may feel a shift in the lower lumbar region. That is normal. You may feel more pressure in the lower lumbar region. That is normal for this stretch. Now, with your arms outstretched, you will look in the opposite direction. As your body starts to relax, or if you want to challenge yourself, Bring the knees as close to the chest as possible. Inhale. Exhaling. Let the stretch happen. Good. Slowly coming back to center. Exhale. Relax for a moment. And switching to the other side. Remember, starting off lower, you may feel a little shift in the lower lumbar region. That is normal. Arms outstretched to the side, looking in the opposite direction that your knees are turned. And remember, advance, bring the knees up further, challenging yourself. But take your time. Listen to your body. It's very important to listen to your body. Good. Exhale, come back to center, slowly. How do you feel? How do you feel, seniors? Are you doing it? Are you feeling good? Are you glad that you got up off the couch and doing something? Absolutely. Now what we're going to do, we're going to transition to some exercises in the down position, or prone position, if you will. And are you ready? All right, we're going to be transitioning into a hip and back stretch. And what we're going to do, if you notice, I am on my knees right now. And what we're going to do is we're just going to sit back on our heels, walk our hands down, the head is down, the arms are outstretched, and we are stretching out the shoulders here. And you will feel some stretch also in the lower back area. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Each time you exhale, let's try to walk our fingers out a little bit further so that we can increase that stretch. Oh yeah, that's it. There you go. Exhale, transition. We're going to come up to, this is a yoga position called table pose. The stretch we just did was called child's play. And now what we're going to do, we're going to stretch the lower lumbar region out again. And this stretch is going to be called a cat stretch. Well, I want you to start with your left hand and walk your hands in, alternating all the way to your knees. When you get to your knees, we are going to pull the abs in, pull your navel toward your back, or arch your back, head down. This is called the cat stretch. Meow. This one is a little challenging with your breathing, but you can do it. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. We're going to transition back to table pose just to relax before we do one more cat stretch. Again, taking our left hand and walking the hands back all the way until we get to our knees. Once we get to our knees, pull our navel toward the back, arch the back, the head is down, stretching out the shoulders in the lower lumbar region. Good. Prepare to transition, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to transition right down to a hip and shoulder and back stretch. So we're going to walk our hands down, down, down. Good. And we transition right into this cobra stretch, our kayak stretch. Now, I'm going to show you a different position in which we can start this. Sometimes we're in a prone position, like so. Our hands are out to the side. And stretch. We press up and look up. So we call this cobra stretch or coyote stretch, if you will. Oh yeah, get the stretch on. Get your stretch on. Get your stretch on. Good. Now, to take the pressure off that lower back, we're going to just transition right back into child's play, or right back into the stretch where we're sitting on our ankles or our heels, arms out in front. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now we're going to transition to come to the standing position, but we're going to try a balancing pose before we do that. If you notice how I'm transitioning, what we're going to do is going to bring the left leg up, then the right leg up,